If you're like me and you clicked on this video, there's a high chance that you suck at Fortnite. Well, I'm here to change that. Today I'm going to show you the top 5 things you can do to improve in Fortnite in 2026. 1. Mouse control. What I mean by mouse control is your ability to keep your mouse under control. Well, you might be thinking, no shit. But seriously, I know multiple people who when they're in serious fights, their hands start shaking worse than your grandma's arthritis. This causes them to miss necessary pumps and scuffed edits. Even though it might not get you killed in the moment, I want you to check your VOD back and look for all the missed edits and missed shots and ask yourself, if you hit those, would you have won? If your answer is yes, then you know what you need to do. Now what you're probably asking yourself is, how do I fix these mistakes and get better at mouse control? The short answer is all you gotta do is focus on it. There is multiple things like Kovacs and aim labs that help you gain a good amount of mouse control in a short time. The one thing that is missing in those types of applications is the stress factor. The stress factor is when you're trying so hard not to die or to kill someone that you get afraid of dying or missing your shots and edits. So once you aim train and get a decent amount of mouse control, I recommend practicing that stress factor. How do you practice stress factor? Isn't that a feeling that just comes to you? Yes, little guy, it is. But that doesn't mean we can't force it to come out. All you need to do is find some competition, like a friend or someone better than you, and try your hardest to kill them. And in the middle of the fight, when he starts pulling out mechanics you've never even seen before, focus on taking a little extra time to hit the edit or line up the shot that can get you damage. If you're like me and have no friends, here's a couple maps that I recommend playing to give you that stress factor. 1v2s is great practice for getting that stress factor because playing against one person is easy, but having 2 people pushing and spraying at you is some of the best practice you can get. 2. Game sense. Game sense is your ability to understand the game on a way a lot of players can't. This is your ability to know what your opponent is going to do before they even do it. It is a gift a lot of people think they have but never fully master it. If you think about it, how can players side jump or catch you by surprise if you already know what they're going to do? There's only a couple ways you can gain game sense. The first one, I don't really recommend spending your time doing this too much, but it's watching how players fight against pros. If you do this, you will notice what players do when they are getting stressed, and you can take advantage of the mistakes they make. The second way you can build up game sense is, this might come to a surprise to some of you, but it's just playing the game. The more you know about the map and the more you fight people, the more you will notice habits people build in their fights, which you can capitalize on, and you'll win 99% of the fights this way. 3. Movement. If you think about this, this is one of the most needed attributes to go pro in 2026. Movement is needed in so many aspects of this game you don't even realize. If you can do perfect side jumps or not run into your builds while you're trying to edit it, this indirectly impacts your speed of killing a person or just your speed in general. One way I noticed that you can improve upon your movement is to play zero build, because you have to utilize your movement not to get shot. 4. Awareness. I noticed so many people who in fights just start edit coursing and then following the visual sound effects while they do it. This is terrible. If you're only focused on editing and not paying attention to your opponent who is just staring at you, then you will most likely die because they have an advantage on seeing what you're doing while you can't see what they are doing. Your awareness is one of the most important things you have to do in a fight, because once you start focusing on your opponent, you'll see the side jumps coming and you'll see the retakes, and the moves that would once catch you off guard now become easy to counter. An opponent can never catch you off guard if you're always paying attention to the moves they are making. The best way to improve on this is to fight someone better than you and focus on your awareness. Try not to let them catch you off guard. Last but definitely not least, it's mechanics. A lot of people like to say that mechanics are not important for today's game, but I heavily disagree with that. If you're fighting someone who's mechanically 6 times faster than you, then you won't be able to catch up, and it'll feel like whatever you're doing is just not good enough because the opponent is 6 steps ahead of you. Get your mechanics to be faster and more consistent. Getting your mechanics to be faster and more consistent is a great way to shorten the gap between the top 1% of Fortnite players and yourself. The best way to practice this is to go to Raider's Mechanics Training map, and I'll leave the code on the screen for you. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.